had been away. Haven't changed, had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. I told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Eaglevision Basketball. Happy New Year. I'm Chad Hearn, along with Austin Wader, Sam Jansky, Connor Hudgens, Andrew Hearn on camera for us tonight. Guys, new year. We're coming off the holiday break. Eagles are back in the Eagles' nest.
Yeah, they are, and it's the start of conference play. And we talked about in non-conference, Connor, I meant Sam. I'm getting my names mixed up here.
It's okay.
But this conference schedule for the boys is going to be tough. It's going to be tough games every single night, and it starts with a Catholic team tonight.
It does, and we know how Catholic is a scary good team as far as they look like you, they play like you, mirror image of you. It's going to be a tough game, but we're at home in the Eagles' nest. We're 1-0 in conference. You got to win these home games.
All right, Eagles do come in 8-7 overall, 1-0 against the only conference game against Sylvan Hills here from the Eagles' nest. Did get a victory there back in December. Coming off the holiday tournament at BB, they go 2-1. They play Quitman first round, Alma second round, get a loss, but it was a close game.
Yeah.
And then BB in the final game.
Yeah, they did. And Connor, me and you again had the privilege covering most of those games. I mean, good showing, I think, for the Eagles in most of those games. That just lost that one, unfortunately, to Alma.
Right.
That ultimately was a pretty good team.
Yeah, Alma, a great team. Dominic Lincoln, former 5A West Coach of the Year. We did shut down 5A West Player of the Year in Israel Towns Robinson on the 2 points.
That's the name I was
That's
thinking
the
of.
bright spot out of that game.
Yeah, great football player as well there for Alma. Tough loss there for the Eagles. But then 64-43, they dominated against Quitman in the first round and then came back in the third round against BB and looked fantastic.
Yeah, they did. The offense looked like it played well. The defense, I also thought, was really solid for the Eagles. They had good communication, good rotation, and a big thing to me, Sam, they were hitting three-pointers in those games.
A lot of three-pointers made. I think Matt got back on track. Brody had a couple of threes. Lane did his thing as normal. So when you got a lot of guys able to produce, it takes some of the pressure off of Lane, makes it easier for a team. Of course, you had the lockdown defense by Harrison Lane. So, yeah, I mean, tonight, you hope to come out, you're fresh. You've been off a few days. I don't know how practices have went, but hopefully they've been good, and we're ready to go.
All right, Catholic High Rockets coming in tonight, 4-10, I think 1-1 in conference, coming off a loss against non-conference Eastham. We saw Eastham back in that Lake Hamilton tournament. It's really our only common opponent that we both played this season. Coming off a 12-13 season last year, 7-7 in conference. They go 500 in conference. They don't make the playoffs, but they're tricky. They win games they're not supposed to win.
Yeah.
They lose games they're not supposed to lose.
Right.
And they are kind of an upsetting team.
Yeah, they really are. Their style of play, they get back defensively. They really don't allow points in transition. They run a motion offense.
Yep.
They get a lot of sets, take a lot of the shot clock, Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it equals. I mean, they're one of their conference games against Jacksonville is 46-23.
Right.
They only gave up 23 points against Jacksonville.
Only 23, and they did beat Jacksonville pretty good. Lost by 1 to Greenbrier, so that's something to kind of look at. And, here we go. We'll see what happens tonight. We usually shoot pretty good in this gym, so hopefully we'll bring it all together tonight.
Yeah, they did get a win against Jacksonville. 1 point loss to Greenbrier, and that was back in the middle of December. They lost 3 starters, Walker Lewis, Maddox Cliff, Wallace Landrum. I remember those names very well in those games last year. It took some crazy point production by Josh Lawrence, really the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I went back and watched the one at Catholic last year. The ending of that one was pure chaos. I mean, that was a great game. I will say it was a great game overall, but it was pure chaos.
But, like you said, what's kind of scary about this Catholic team is they played Benton, which will probably compete for a state championship. They lost to Benton by 8 early in the season. 4 to Mills, which we know Mills has a lot of good athletes. But then you lose to some teams. You're like, how did they lose? How did they lose to Eastham? And, we pretty much had that game in control. So we'll see tonight. It's really going to matter who comes out ready to go. It's been a few days off.
And
so.
credit to Todd, I believe it's Ezzy, is that how you pronounce
Todd
the last
Ezzy,
name?
yep.
I mean, he's been there, 10-plus years. He has set up the way they play basketball there at Catholic, and it has been consistent over those 10-plus years.
Yeah, there's some good size on the Catholic High team. They've got 6'5" senior Robert Wary. Josh Thursby coming back. He was returning starter from last year. I think Campbell Lewis may have started last year as well. Hayden Mack can hit the three from beyond the arc. So they've got some weapons beyond the arc. They've got some size down low.
Yeah.
They match up well with us. I feel like, I was talking to Austin about this earlier, I feel like this team matches up better with Catholic than the last 2 years teams.
Exactly.
They're running gun. They're high energy. Catholic slowed things down. It took us out of our element. I feel like this team can adapt more than maybe the previous couple of years.
Yeah, the only thing, again, to me, one of the big keys, transition defense. Every time I see film, Catholic does not allow teams to get going in transition.
Yeah.
They get back defensively and don't allow teams to create their – when the Eagles get in transition, really good things can happen. If they get their opportunities tonight, Sam, they have to capitalize on them.
Well, we got to limit offensive rebounds by Catholic. And really the team that executes the best tonight, I think, will win the game. All-around execution.
All right, Eagles coming in tonight, averaging 55 points per game, around 35% from three, 63% from free throws. So pretty good free throw shooting team. You got Lane Turner, who's the highest scorer on average, 20 points per game. They've got to find some other scorers down that line. It's been kind of the Lane Turner show the last few games. You saw some of that in and out of the BB Holiday Tournament. Feel like you've got to find some of those other scorers.
We forget about Jackson Haas. Has just really come on and keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
He is a secret weapon at 6'6".
Yeah.
He's athletic. He can defend. He can drive to the basket. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, and he can shoot the three.
Exactly, and me and Connor can attest to it. In that BB game, he was a tough force in the paint against him,
He
Connor.
was.
Yeah, played incredible.
Yeah, and I think once he figures out just how good he is, it's going to be some trouble for the other team.
Absolutely.
He came in off the bench, and he changed the game. He changed the energy level, just something we need. I think he prefers to come off the bench from kind of what I hear, so let's see what happens tonight.
All right, we're going to highlight our sponsor of the game, HSA Engineering, and then we're going to come back. Catholic Rockets taking on your Vilonia Eagles. Back after this.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
And we are back here getting ready for the starting lineups. Getting ready to announce the starting lineups here. Sam and Chad will be right back. Me and Connor are going to handle it for a second here with the starting lineups.
Yeah, just real quick, you really need to get the ball in Lane Turner's hands tonight, Austin. I mean, he's the focal point of this offense. He's got to get a touch every possession.
He has to, and we've seen whenever they get into the paint, that's the most success they've had offensively, as looks like we're trying to figure things out at the scores table right now. I'm not sure what could be going on there. Welcome, Chad Hearn, back to the broadcast here. How you doing, Chad? Good to see you.
Better now. That's the weather causing the allergies to just go crazy. So
yeah. Well,
better now.
We're having some kind of delay here at the scores table. Not sure what that's about, but we're back here from the break. We're talking, Connor, the success they have in the paint when they get the ball to Wayne Turner. A lot can happen.
Yeah, if they get the ball in the middle, everything changes for our offense, Austin.
Absolutely. As still some things getting figured out here at the scores table. Maybe we'll take a break. We can come back here once they get things resolved. We'll take a quick break and we'll get things resolved here. Once we get that, we'll come back. We'll be right back.
I'm Brian Lane. Lane Family Dentistry has been serving the dental needs of Vilonia for over 18 years. I live in the community, my kids go to school here in the district, and my family also attends church in Vilonia. This is my home. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide many services such as Botox, dermal fillers, aligners to straighten teeth, implants, tooth whitening, and smile makeovers. We also treat sleep apnea. Call Lane Family Dentistry. We are a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles. Go Eagles!
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
A loyal supporter of Vilonia Athletics, Lena Marie's is located directly off Highway 64 West and offers hundreds of superior products under one roof. Your destination shopping spot for seasonal decor, boutique clothing items, and gifts from some of your favorite brands including Hobo, Willow Tree, Tyler Candle Company, and Aromatique. And don't miss our spacious fabric store covering all your quilting needs. Charlie's Corner offers a vast assortment of gear for the men in your life, offering everything from hunting boots to fine fragrances and everything in between.
All right, we're going to throw it to PA announcer Daniel Hudgens for tonight's starting lineups.
At guard 5'9", senior number 3, Elliott Johnson. At guard 6'2", senior number 25, Josh Thursby. Guard 6'3", senior number 31, Reese Simon. At guard 6'5", senior number 32, Robert Weary.
Man, are they all seniors? Wow.
And a guard 6'1", senior number 35, Campbell Lewis. The head coach of the Rockets, Todd Kizai.
All right.
And now these are the starting lineups for your Vilonia Eagles. At guard, a 6'1", junior number 4,
that's going to be the starting lineups for the Rockets and the Eagles. Cade Keller back in the starting lineup for Vilonia.
Yeah, again, that's one of the things, Connor, again, from that BB tournament. He still messed around with the starting lineup a bit, but seeing some consistency now, because this is the lineup we saw in that final game against BB.
Well, Cade Watkins has brought a spark like no other. Watkins is incredible on the offensive end. 10 points in the paint against BB. Cade Keller providing a spark off the bench for the last couple of games, but hey, he's back. Been sick, now he's fine.
Lane Turner tips off against Griffin Davis, 6'5" senior. And the Eagles get first possession, tipping off their first action in 20-25. 5A Central Conference action wide open. Keller takes the contact. I think the shot was blocked. He got the foul and will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was just great patience by Keller off the screen. The defense expecting him to look to kick that out to the corner paint was wide open.
Yeah, it's like the Red Sea parted there for him, and he went down the lane and got hit from behind. So
we do have an all-senior lineup for the Rockets as Keller hits the first free throw. A little bit different lineup than I've seen in some of the film I watched.
Yeah,
I'll go with Elliott Johnson.
Similar to our boys, they kind of mixed around with their lineup a bit too.
Yeah. So Johnson, Thursby,
Harry
Brary,
Bryant,
Lewis,
he's a 6'6"
Davis.
guy off the bench too. So they've messed with their lineup a bunch.
They got some good size. We're going with 4 guards and Lane Turner. Keller misses the second free throw.
And again, you'll see a lot of 2 posts over there at the elbow for most of their offense, a lot of pick and roll, but they're going to use up a lot of that shot clock.
As they always do. Just a different style of ball than we typically see in 5A Central. They got a wide open 3. There is Elliott Johnson, makes it 3-1.
Yeah, great looks there, great movement offensively for them. Nice kicks to the corner.
Always very fundamentally sound. Coach Todd Ezzie gets them prepared. They always look like this. They always are fundamentally really good as we get a turnover on the Eagle side.
They're always a team where if you don't bring your best game, they will take advantage of it, pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much how it goes.
I know, which is crazy. They went 7-7 in conference. They're 0-1. What did I say?
1-1.
1-1 in conference.
7-7 last year.
They beat Jacksonville, lost to Greenbrier. Is that what?
Yes.
1 point loss. I feel like Greenbrier and Catholic is a solid, similar matchup as well.
Absolutely. But now, the thing with going against this defense, they'll mix it up. They'll go sometimes 3-2, man-to-man, 2-3. They'll mix it up at points for the Eagles. It's all about, like we talked about, going at the right times.
Right.
And getting Lane Turner in the post has been a big success for them offensively the last couple of games.
Eagles 12 on the shot clock. Watkins
kind of got bumped there in the air, no call. So let him play a little bit.
heavily contested. Shot was no good. 3-1 still, 6.5 in the first.
And look at Harrison Lane fighting against Griffin Davis in the post.
That's 6'5", taking on 5'5", 5'8", 5'9". The master lock. Good position by Griffin Davis. Turner fortunate they didn't call a foul, even though I don't think it was a foul. Keller drives and scores and gets the foul.
How about the presence of mind from Keller? Saw a player for Catholic still on the ground, said, let's go quick.
Well,
we got the numbers. Take advantage.
I think what we're seeing right now is Keller may have a step on his opponent on his side, so he's taking advantage of it twice.
Foul was on Thursby. All seniors, so you got a veteran Catholic high starting lineup taking on the Eagles. Eagles with a very different starting lineup. Keller able to complete the three-point play.
And they are very patient, so you've got to play great defense for 35 seconds.
Exactly. And
they're gonna hurt you.
And that's where they take advantage in those last few seconds. You've been playing for 30 seconds. They get a wide open look sometimes near the very end of that shot clock.
Eagles have got to communicate. They don't. And the Rockets make them pay. Campbell Lewis hits the three, makes it 8-4. Pennell not happy. He calls timeout. We'll take one as well and be right back after this.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering. And engineering starts with education.
And we are back coming off the Vilonia Eagle timeout. 8-4. Catholic High jumps out to a lead. Really having a go with their offense, causing trouble for the Eagles.
Yeah, and the one thing I love about Coach Pennell, he knows when he uses his timeouts. We've seen him use them in the first 30 seconds of a game. Not happy with the defense, fires a timeout immediately. Just got to have better communication. That's what's led to 2 easy looks.
Lane Turner getting face guarded right now by Will Brown.
That might be their defensive strategy tonight, and you talked about it. Who's going to step up for the Eagles if Lane Turner is not able to get the looks that he can? Who's going to step up?
They're going to face guard him, and they've had some good looks and I would say easier shots than the Eagles so far. So
yeah, and Connor, you talked about Cade Watkins as he makes a deflection there. His scoring the last couple of games has gotten more and more. Maybe he could be the spark tonight.
He has been the spark the last couple of games, Austin. You really want to see that again. I mean, just one of the juniors that gets to play on this team, and he's done well in his minutes.
Once again, they're always going to have a big man right around the elbow in that high post area with some pick and roll opportunities.
Rockets run out of time.
See, that's sometimes you run your offense. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know the shot clock.
I looked up and there was 2 seconds on the shot
That's
clock.
what I'm saying. I mean, the first team to 45 may win this game tonight.
Might be even 40 at this point.
Could be.
Sam's pointing to the left
Just saying.
field, calling his shot.
I'm just saying the way they like to execute and play.
I mean, the final of the game last year wasn't like 40-38 or something like that. So
it was
right around there.
46-45 last January.
46-45. Okay.
So it's been tight. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like the last 4 matchups have been tight between the Eagles and the Rockets. 5 on the shot clock. Watkins floater, can't get it to go.
Yeah, we've had to take more difficult shots than they've had to take. So again, it's simplifying and getting better looks.
They're getting into the same set every single time where they go with the post on the wing and they're getting a lot of easy pick and roll opportunities. Oh, what a pass.
Keller finds Turner. Turner lays it in.
Great look up the court to Lane Turner there.
And they're going to face guard him all night, so I don't know if our thought is to go 5 out. Let's try to drive and spread the court.
Or look in transition.
Like
take a few of the opportunities in transition, because that was one of the rare times that I've seen Catholic not get back defensively in transition.
Keller's got 4 points and an assist now. Great look from Keller down to Lane Turner. Easy bucket, makes it 6-8 now. Foul. I thought he traveled.
I think they're going to have it on Harrison Lane there, kind of reaching in.
And as we talked about, coming off the bench, you got Jackson Hollis, you got Mac Mannion coming in for the Eagles for Jansky and Watkins.
Yeah, they've been great sparks off the bench, and you look to see them hopefully provide something here.
Mannion.
Well, with miscommunication again right there. No one took him. He took advantage of it.
Yeah, Eagles are a little young right now. They got 3 seniors and a couple of sophomores.
And again, that's what we talk about with Catholic. If you don't have good communication defensively, if you're not ready and mentally communicating there, they can take advantage of it.
Hollis cleans up, almost gets an and one opportunity, but he will head to the free throw line.
I like right now what Keller's doing running the offense. He's telling guys where to go, where to be, and then boom, takes off. He's finding good looks right now, not turning the ball over, which is great.
Hollis can't connect on the first free throw. Still 10-6. Rockets, when they get into their half-court set and they find that bucket, they have made us pay tonight. Hollis hits the second.
It's the same set most of the time. It starts with someone on the elbow, then a back with a screen set there, and either a pick and roll or someone's popping out and getting a wide open look.
10-7. That was a quick 5.5 minutes of gameplay. Might have been out of bounds. Didn't see it. Josh Thursby makes it 7-12.
He got the positioning on the inside, though, took advantage of it. 7 points already for him.
Rockets have done a good job shutting down Lane Turner so far, only with 2 points, and that was on the easy layup from Keller.
And again, this is, if it's going to be games like this, a chance for Eagles to like grow as a team, as we're going to have an unfortunate travel there, but grow as a team, you know, working as a team, getting good looks for everyone, because if they want to have success in this conference and maybe have a chance at getting the postseason play, that's what they got to do.
12-7. We knew it was going to be this kind of game where it's going to be close. They might go on a run. It's not uncommon. Eagles come back.
That looked like a walk.
Yeah, Harrison, his foot was on the line trying to save it there.
He was, but they missed all this
They missed all the pushing. They pushed
everything
him
going on in the lane.
Out of the I thought he got hit a little bit that carried him out.
Keep an eye on the backside in the low post here for an open screen. That's the only set I've seen them run on inbounds is just one come up screen, get that backside, try to get an easy layup there. Besides that, they really haven't seen a lot of other sets from them on the inbounds. They usually result in an open look.
Not sure what the conversation was, but Rockets are physical. As you've said in the past, Sam, Eagles kind of a finesse team.
Yeah.
Opponents sometimes take advantage of that. Rockets are no exception here so far tonight. 12-7. Minute and a half left in the first.
And once again, bad communication helping on the backside there.
Just getting beat off the dribble there. So
Hayden Mack makes it 14-7.
And you'll see Keller had his back turned. Harrison Lane had points like turn around. He's coming to the basket there. Better communication, I'm sure, is something Pendle's going to talk about after this first quarter.
Reese Simon now face guarding. Mac Mannion for three, short. Rockets come up with the rebound and on the move quickly. Mac taking his time. Yeah, they are really taking advantage of those switches, trying to get mismatches with the size.
They are getting mismatches right now because look, who Keller's having to guard right now.
Big Robert Weary.
Good communication by Mannion and Harrison Lane on the switch there.
Almost got a gimme. They're going to say the foul was on Robert Weary.
That's going to be his second.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. But you saw, Sam, very late in the shot clock there, they were trying to go low post. Mannion and Harrison Lane had great communication there on the switch, resulting in them not getting a clean look there.
Just the first on Robert Weary.
Oh, just the first?
Man. Campbell Lewis has a foul as well as Thursby. Eagles with ball, 30 seconds. No shot clock. Down 7. Trying to find something on offense. Going to just wait for the last shot. Pennell thought he couldn't watch. Jansky drives, kicks out to Turner. Now stop the clock, 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's a slow
Now this
clock
is where
stop.
you look to maybe get a quick look for Lane Turner, kind of on a screen, him looking to catch and release to me.
Shot up, got hit in the head. Doesn't draw iron. That's going to end the first quarter. Eagles 7, Rockets 14. Connor, tell us about those sponsors.
Diamond Eagle sponsors, Centennial Bank, Santa Cecilia, and Eagle Granite Marble. Platinum Eagle sponsors, Collier Roofing, HSA Engineering, who's the sponsor of today's game, D&N Construction, Lane, Family Dentistry. Gold Eagle sponsors, B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates. Excuse me, I skipped the other platinum sponsors, which are Linda Marie, Sims Electric, Vilonia Realty, Z&E Trucking. Now the Gold Eagle sponsors are B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, Cypress Valley Meat Company, J.C. Thornton Company representing Daniel Hudgens, along with El Rancho, Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane, Lawrence Family Hardware, Money Electric, Rideout Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration. Silver Eagle sponsors, Bill Jones Real Estate, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sweet House Donuts, Sue Shock Insurance, The Ivy, Vilonia Chiropractic, and Vilonia Family Pharmacy sponsor today's game, HSA Engineering.
All right, thank you, Connor. 7-14 after one. Not a bad quarter, just, again, Catholic always disrupting. This is par for the course with Catholic High.
Yeah, it is. And the main thing I'm sure Pendle's telling them, Sam, and it's really simple, communicate defensively. Yeah. There was way too many times a lack of communication led to an open three or an easy layup. I mean, that's got to be the main thing. You're scoring, even with Lane Turner getting face guarded, hasn't been terrible, but the defense, the communication has to be better.
Talked about execution right now. You know, they're winning the execution war.
Yeah,
they've gotten good looks, and we've got to just do a better job of talking, like you said, communicating, and that's too easy. See, just right around us, layup.
And again, it looks like several players are taking extra steps. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It was Josh Thursby makes it 16-7.
Well, and the problem there was we were anticipating kickouts. Like our guys were backing out, anticipating. He just took the easy lane there.
Lane Turner continues to get face guarded by Reese Simon currently. Taken away by the Rockets. 2-on-1 fast break. Back to Thursby. Make it 18-7.
And now you just want to get into a good set here. Again, listen, I know we want to try to get Lane some looks, but at some point, if you're not going to get it, we got to look for other guys.
Yeah, and they're getting Lane frustrated.
Who was that on?
That was on Hollis.
Might have been a screen set whenever we're trying to set up there. But, yeah, listen, I like getting Lane the ball too, but if we got to get other people involved offensively and get sets creating for, Mac Mannion, Cade Watkins, Brody Jansky, I mean, get other guys good looks too, and let's get back into this, and then maybe they'll stop the face guarding with Lane, and you can go back to that offensive set.
Yeah, the only three-point shot the Eagles have is Mac Mannion, and it was kind of contested. There have been no easy shots. Should be white ball. So, again, you got to find ways to get other guys open and get them some shots because they've got Lane Turner locked down.
They're just face guarding him. It's simple as that. You can have them look into set screens, play a decoy, and get other looks. But you got to find other guys that are going to have to step up, and that's something we've talked about all year long so far.
Rockets, great defense. Kudos to them. I give them the credit.
Definitely got fouled there.
Turner draws the foul, non-shooting. That one's on Griffin Davis. A lot of size for the Rockets. We talked about that in pregame, but it is really causing trouble for the Eagles.
Yeah, it is. You can bring guys off the bench that are 6'5". I mean, we talked about it. They mess with their rotation a lot. They play different guys. They have a lot of 6'5". We haven't even seen, they have a 6'6" guy off the bench too that has played some minutes in Harry Bryant. So they have a lot of size. That's going to cause some issues, and Sam hinted at it in the pregame. Rebounding has been something that's hurt the Eagles.
Yes, but they've just gotten great look. We have not gotten the looks they've gotten. Everything's been contested.
Stifling Rocket defense, and that's the thing. The Eagles, Pendle needs to tell them, if you've got 2 seconds, take the shot. On 1 second, take the shot. Look at Harrison Lane fighting for the rebound, tears it away from Catholic. Jansky drives, gets the contact almost. Gets the layup down. It doesn't fall, but he's heading to the free throw line.
See, that's kind of what I mean by it. Brody Jansky saw the lane that was open there and said, I'm going to go to the basket. Strong take by him. And now he's going to get a chance at the free throw line. But guys being aggressive, going to the basket, looking to score. That's what it's going to take.
And that's two, like we just said on 32. It's another big kid that's going out, so that helps us.
Yep, Robert Weary, 2 fouls there.
Still a 9-point lead for the Rockets after Jansky goes 2 for 2, 9-18, 5:40 left in the half.
Still a little run here.
Eagles have not had hardly any easy shots, maybe none.
Looks like a little bit of a zone from the Eagles.
And the Rockets make them pay. Elliott Johnson hits his second 3 of the night. 21-9 now.
And there's your weakness when we're in a zone, Sam. You're going to give up some looks from 3.
But they have not missed. They've not missed shots. They've had good looks.
Turner draws the double. Mannion wide open. Harrison Lane again. Another second chance opportunity for the Eagles.
Whoa.
That's a lot of contact.
Did a Catholic player hit the ball? I didn't see a Catholic player hit the ball.
His hand was on the ball the entire time through the possession.
Okay, I didn't see it, so I'll take your word for it.
It should be our ball. They got the ball to start the second.
I think that's what Pendle's saying right now, I think.
That's what he's saying is they got the ball to start the quarter too. Got another freebie right there.
Pendle not happy. I get it. 4:40 left here in the second. Eagles down 12. Layup is good.
I mean, they're just
by Campbell Lewis.
As soon as Cade Watkins tried to go help backside because we had to rotate defensively, as soon as he cleared, he went straight to the basket. I mean, that was as soon as Watkins cleared out of that area.
Eagles facing one of the largest deficits they've seen this season. See, and to me, that looked like a walk. He shuffled. They're not calling it.
and they're just not.
Lane Turner takes it away on the drive. They're all trying to draw a foul, but he did flop.
That's a flop, which he called it. He called the block on a flop. So
anytime I think back to remember the ending of the Catholic game at Catholic last year where it came down to a blocking foul or a charge on the final play of the game where they had a couple that were charges that really didn't look like charges, and then that one at the end of the game honestly came back to bite them.
I don't typically go back and watch the Catholic games. They are quite stressful.
They are very stressful.
Turner to the line, hits the first.
And, you know, I've said it before. We've had some other games like this where you just want someone, whether it's someone off the bench or that's in the game currently as a starter, to just give you a spark, give you some sort of momentum. Where it's a block, it's great hustle on rebounding, and I think that could be what Pendle's thinking with Sawyer Valance checking into the game.
Exactly what I was about to say. Enter Sawyer Valance.
I mean, the spark he brought, I believe, was it Sylvan Hills they brought there, or that might have been a game before Sylvan Hills?
Against Nevada, he had 4
Nevada, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah.
I tell you one thing they're doing really good is Catholic's doing really good about ripping the ball through and then to the other side, and they're getting good looks. We're having to foul them just to stop them.
It just comes down to better communication for it defensively. Like as soon as we clear from an area, they're going attacking immediately.
And they are executing on offense. The Eagles are not able to stop them. Down 15 now, 25-10. Turner with just one-on-one takes it with the left hand and scores.
Yeah, he's not going to get many one-on-one chances tonight, so he took advantage of the one needed basket for the Eagles. But now you still got to step up defensively here.
Got to get some stops, got to string some stops together and some scores on the other end.
Wow, what a look.
And there is Will Brown wide open, beat Keller, and lead us back to 15.
Yeah, you got to stay with your man or go to a zone.
I think honestly what happened there was Keller thought once he caught it in the post and he spun that way, he wasn't going to look at his man and he was just going to clear out. And that's not what happened there. It resulted in a wide open look.
Harrison Lane with a tough shot. I mean, they're letting them play here tonight. Lane Turner with a great move. And he's got 7 points now.
You would think if we could get it under 10, that's going to be good. If you can set it to under 10, start the second half, go in with something to figure some things out. But right now, they have just manhandled us.
Can't get a defensive stop. Fortunate that one comes out. Keller fighting hard. Finds Watkins, Harrison Lane. That's the thing, the Eagles are getting some shots, but the Rockets are answering every time.
And the key's been getting Lane Turner in the post. Once we got him in the post, that's been our good looks here in the second quarter.
We do have the same cheerleaders, and they do have Catholic high jerseys on.
Oh, there's your answer to
answered the question from the first game. 13-point lead, 2 minutes now. Jonathan Turner in for John Sutterfield, 3-point. hits. Sawyer Valance hits the three.
That's much needed.
Yeah, you talked about, again, bringing a spark in. Sawyer Valance knocking down that three. Got it down to 10, Sam.
Fouls on Keller. I'm not going to use the words ticky-tack. Minute 39 left in the half. Lead was at 17, now down to 10. Eagles have
He just hooked him, and he hooked him, but he got him on the out of bounds, foot on the baseline. So,
yeah, but still there with Keller. You want him to cut that off. You don't want it. That's like the third or fourth time they've gotten it one-on-one with Keller.
Yeah.
He's tried to spin move
Standing
underneath on the baseline. You want to cut that off.
Yeah.
And have help on the back, have help towards the middle more than cutting off there.
Nice cut by Turner. Keller finds him. Turner draws the foul.
And I'm liking that from Lane Turner. He switched it up, feeling the pressure defensively, looking for back cut opportunities a lot more. It's resulted in more opportunities for him in the second quarter.
Lead could be cut to single digits here. No pressure.
Chad wipes the sweat off him.
it was 25-10, so we're at least on a if we're not on an 8-0 run, I don't know what we were on, 8-10 run.
Connor, what you're saying with it? There goes Sam talking about his runs again.
Sam and the runs. Sam's got the runs.
Yeah, anyway.
27-19, 8-point lead.
And we've said this a couple of times with the Eagles with some games. It's like where you're at with an 8-point game with how this first half is, Sam, you're pretty happy
You're
right
happy
now.
because they've executed a lot better than we have, and we're only down 8 right now.
Going to be a moving screen.
That's going to be on Reese Simon, I believe.
That's his second. 2 quick ones there, but Reese.
Eagle ball. Eagles could cut it to 6 here. That's going to be free throws for somebody.
Offensive foul, so not here, but
even on a moving screen, I guess still offensive foul. All right.
Yep.
27-19, under a minute now. Eagles have done a good job not panicking, even though they got down big. Keller all the way to the basket. And they're going to get Sutterfield.
Let's say that was.
Yeah, that was almost a.
I agree. That was
over. He was
I know
over
he was, but still. My point being that other one wasn't a jump either,
But I mean, speaking from experience of a guy who had 1 million over the back fouls, I mean, Sutterfield went over his back. I mean, just very clear. That's where we got to have better communication if we're going to double team that.
Good defense by the Eagles to cut off that shot.
And good communication from the Eagle bench as a whole. They were getting ready to go. He's like, 1, hope for 1 shot here.
hope for 1 unless you get a really, really good look.
Keller travel. Still 8-point lead, 8.2 seconds left.
And Pennell, yeah, he was pointing at the clock like, guys,
get up there.
We got 8 seconds. We left them for a chance to get some points here. Whenever we meant 1 shot, you don't want to give them a chance.
And they drive all the way and score.
Exactly what I was talking about.
They get the lead back to 10. And it is halftime, 29-19. Just some things to talk about for sure in the locker room.
I mean, again, like I said, the fact this is only a 10-point game at half is pretty good for the Eagles given that first half. Catholic executed and took advantage of poor communication defensively for the Eagles. Credit to Sawyer Valance and other guys stepping up for a spark in that second quarter to cut into this deficit.
Lane Turner, 9 points. Cade Keller, 4 points. Sawyer Valance off the bench, 3 points. Jansky with 2, Hollis with 1. We're going to cut to a commercial here. We're going to come back a little early, have a conversation with the player of the game from the Lady Eagles' dominant victory over Mount St. Mary, Maddie Mannion. But we're going to highlight some of our sponsors and come back after this.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
Of the game, HSA Engineering, player of the game from the Lady Eagles win over Mount St. Mary. Maddie Mannion with 24 points. How big was that bucket looking in the first half when you went on a run there?
I was feeling it. I was pretty glad I had my shot back finally, but I was feeling it good.
All right, got a little visitor here at halftime. So
I don't think she knows where she's at.
I asked the question while we were at break, but I said, when's the last time you scored 24 points? So you had 31 points in Duncanville?
Yes.
How many threes did you have that night?
I believe 7.
7 threes.
Oh, man, I didn't see that game.
So, I mean, if Sam had seen that game, as soon as you hit the first three, he would start thinking she's going to break the record.
I was hoping I was going to, but.
So when you shot those first two, I said, that's pure. You could just tell it's pure.
Yes. And more visitors.
What were you?
Yeah, as I say, try and do an
We're
interview,
on the air, guys.
Where's our bodyguard at?
Yeah, I think Andrew's trying his best over here.
All right, so you play Mount St. Mary tonight. You had a tough non-conference gauntlet. You come in, everybody's feeling better. What's the locker room like right now?
I think we have just one sick, but right now I think our environment's very good, and we are all bonding very well together now.
Great.
But overall, it's been pretty great, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season so far. But I'm really good with where we're at now.
Yeah, absolutely. And my question for you, we didn't get to talk to you guys after y'all came back from the trip to Dallas, playing all the tough teams. What did playing all those tough teams kind of have for y'all to kind of build into the second half of the season?
It definitely got our jitters out and showed us what we could really do. Our fast break layups finally are kicking in, and we're almost to our peak now.
Now, I'm going to jump off, kind of bounce off that. How hard is it to get up for a game like this when you played all those great quality teams and you know this should be a blowout, but you got to stay focused?
You just got to keep pushing, but we know, obviously, how that turned out. You can't play down to the level. You have to keep playing at your level and keep pushing.
All right, so you got a couple of tough games coming up. Well, I'm not sure if it's going to be Friday night, but you got Little Rock Christian coming up. We know they're good. You got BB next Tuesday here from the Eagles Nest. We know they're improved as well. Have you guys got those two teams on your radar? What's on your radar there?
They are on our radar, Little Rock Christian, but we haven't. I think tomorrow is when we're going to focus on them mainly. Okay. Whenever we do play them. I don't know how.
I'll say who knows. Whenever, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Sam's trying to get rid of the snow. He tried earlier.
Yeah, I was like, let's play them tomorrow night. Let's just go ahead and we had a good night time. Let's play tomorrow night too.
Either way, Coach Sean's going to have prepared.
That's right.
Yeah, it'll be a great game. We're excited to see it. Little Rock Christian and the BB games should be maybe Greenbrier. Those are going to be the toughest opponents you see in 5A Central. Yeah,
I agree too. Jacksonville's gotten better too.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm excited for this season.
All right, we're excited too. We're halfway through. You finished game 15 tonight, moved to 9-6, 2-0 in conference. So we'll see Little Rock Christian on Friday or BB next Tuesday, depending on the inclement weather. 24 points. You had some great blocks. You're kind of using your size a little bit more tonight than typically on the perimeter. Mm-hmm. So just getting down there with a mismatched maybe Mount St. Mary team.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on my game a little bit.
All right, all right. We like to see the low post, get a little post presence down there with Kim Henry. So very good. All right, player of the game, HSA Engineering player of the game, Maddie Mannion. A great showing, 6 3-pointers, 24 points tonight against Mount St. Mary. Why can I not say that? We're going to cut to a commercial, get reset here for second half action. It's 29-19. Rockets leading over the Eagles. We'll be right back after this.
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are a local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
Charlie's Corner has something for everyone, including one of the largest selections of Hey Dudes in the South. Why leave Vilonia when you can find all the brands you love at Linda Marie's and Charlie's Corner? Go Eagles!
Vilonia Realty is family owned and operated in the heart of Vilonia. Johnny and Jackie Falks, Jill Bonema, and Jared Falks, all realtors and Vilonia alumni, serve the Central Arkansas area, providing personal knowledge and years of experience that keep your transaction flawless from start to close. Introducing the Eagle Loyalty Program. For every closed transaction through the end of 2024, Vilonia Realty will donate $250 to the school organization of your choice, including sports foundations, Beta, FFA, and more. You support local business, and together we support our schools. It's a slam dunk. Go Eagles!
Tim Nolan, the owner of DNA Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. DNA Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call DNA Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and DNA Construction, a winning team.
I'm Brian Lane. Lane Family Dentistry has been serving the dental needs of Vilonia for over 18 years. I live in the community, my kids go to school here in the district, and my family also attends church in Vilonia. This is my home. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide many services such as Botox, dermal fillers, aligners to straighten teeth, implants, tooth whitening, and smile makeovers. We also treat sleep apnea. Call Lane Family Dentistry. We are a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles. Go Eagles!
And we are back here nearly ready for the third quarter. It is 29-19. I think the lead may have gotten up to 17. They got it back down to 8 and then got a layup right there at the end. Eagles left 8.2 seconds on the clock to end the half.
Yeah, I mean, just some communication errors. I mean, on that final play of the half, Pendle told him one shot. and they went for a shot with 8 seconds left. Gave Catholic enough time to go down and score, get it back up to double digits. But, yeah, just communication on the defensive end. They do that, I think it'll be fine if they can work on their communication. They got some good looks for Lane Turner with them face guarding him and back cuts. The offense started to play better in that second quarter.
Yeah, well, we just got to do a better job executing. We need easier looks. We've not had a lot of great easy looks. We've had to work for everything we have.
Eagles have first possession here in the second half, down 10. Started off with a turnover.
By the way, I'll just go back to how great was Maddie for the interview at halftime. I mean, great performance for her, player of the game. It was great to have her up here at halftime.
Yep. HSA Engineering player of the game. And another layup for the Rockets, Josh Thursby.
That's what they've made everything. It's been layups. I mean, they had a couple of threes, but most of it's been just penetration.
And I've said his name a lot tonight. He's got 15 points, 31-19. Turner. Didn't think they were going to call that.
I know. They kind of waited there for a second, and he definitely got hit on the wrist.
Foul was on Reese Simon. That's his third. Oh, sorry. They gave it to Lewis, of course, after I say that. Should have been on 31.
Yeah, but back here on the defensive end, Sam, a lot of it's been kind of a two-man game where they've done some pick-and-roll stuff, and it's just been bad help defense on that pick-and-roll that's led to
you got to
layup opportunities.
You know, I don't know. Do you go to something like a 3-2 or 1-2-2 or a 3-2 matchup zone? You know, you pick your poison right now. They're just getting easy baskets right at the bucket.
And, I mean, they made some tough shots, but, I mean, like you said, it's just been a lot of, like, that's a wide-open three. That's a wide-open layup. It's been a lot of that.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of Thursby. Rockets back on offense, up 10. Physical play.
Good job by Mac Mannion there. He was getting ready to clear out with his defender, but stayed for the last second there, stayed to help. Good job by Mac Mannion there defensively.
Because, Brody right then, he got beat off the dribble as well. So good help, defense, didn't retreat.
And they had scored on some of that where if it was Mac or someone else, they would have cleared and it would have been an easy layup. But good job by Mac adjusting there.
Going to have one of their best halves of basketball here tonight to get back in this game. I'm not sure who all the Rockets have played, but to be 4-10, Jansky for three. Short.
Man, that's just right on and just a little short.
Would have been huge. Huge.
And again, bad coverage on the pick and roll.
Yep, that's Robert Weary. Gets the lead back to 12.
I mean, it's just simple as that, Sam. They're running a simple pick and roll almost most of the time. No matter what sets they're running, it's been some sort of look out of the pick and roll.
Mannion drives to Watkins.
And you know what I would love to see? Some more back cut opportunities, not just for Lane Turner, and that's got to be a hold. I'd say, he was holding Lane while he was trying to go around that screen.
Oh, yeah.
But some more back cut opportunities, not just for Lane, but for everyone else. If you can look for some back cuts with how they're pursuing on the perimeter, look for back cuts.
And we talked about this earlier in the season. We knew it was only a matter of time before teams figured out if you shut down Lane Turner or reduce his scoring, Watkins has to kick out, then you have a chance.
Exactly.
And they are just putting bodies in to guard Lane Turner. Harrison Lane comes up with the offensive rebound, except there was no contact on the rim, so there was no fresh shot clock. That foul on Thursby, his second.
We haven't said his name a lot tonight, but how about the rebounding from Harrison Lane thus far? Connor, consistently the best rebounder on this team.
Yeah, 4 offensive rebounds so far for Harrison Lane. Incredible showing right now.
Yeah, and not just the rebounds. He's given us some second chance opportunities. Mannion may have gotten away with a walk, but he scores.
Here's where we need a really good defensive stop. I mean, this is, to me, critical.
And here it comes with the pick and roll.
Yeah, and they start things off with beating a player and then a kick out. Watkins takes it all the way down through the contact. No call. Letting them play.
Good job, though, getting back. Wow, that was an athletic putback.
Not much to say on that one, Austin.
Yep. Incredible athletic, but basically did a no-look putback pretty much.
That was Robert Weary, I believe.
I mean,
That's a foul.
That's a hit him right on the wrist.
They're letting them play. 12-point lead for the Rockets. Through the double team.
And that one, I'm not going to lie, I thought they might have called that one a jump ball.
Yeah, I thought 25 got all ball. I thought maybe they were going to give the foul to Will Brown on the body. But they didn't. They gave it to Josh Thursby. His third.
Can we get a couple of those big guys in foul trouble to where they're not in the game? I mean, that's kind of what we need right now.
And also, I mean, you saw the defense. Once Lane got to that baseline post, there were 3 guys with their hands up right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they are doing everything in their power to make this as tough as possible for Lane once he gets into the post.
Sutterfield comes in for Watkins. Haven't seen a lot of Hollis tonight.
Saw him in that first quarter and not really since.
Sutterfield almost gets another possession for the Eagles, but Turner goes 1 for 2 on that trip. He's shooting 75% from free throw lines. Got 12 points now.
And honestly, the Eagles might need to consider switching, I think, is what they started doing there. They might need to start switching on some of those back screens.
Yeah,
or those pick and rolls.
switch like Brody and them just did. They did a switch.
Like, because they're getting downhill there because we didn't switch.
Hayden Mack misses the layup. Had a good look at it. Mannion wide open and hits.
Yeah, that was a good look.
It was good
Finding
job.
him. Yeah,
Brody, whenever he did that back cut there, also kind of brought the defense down. Good look there.
Brought the defense with Brody, and then here comes Mack as a trailer, pops, hits from the wing. So,
and just like that, 8-point lead for the Rockets. Harrison Lane gets the ball.
Again, the phenomenal hustle there. Eagles got a chance. Get a little bit more interesting. Got down to 8.
Approaching 3 minutes left in the third. It is an 8-point lead. Lane Turner gets it taken away.
We're going to have a foul on Catholic.
That one's going to be on Elliott Johnson.
he's kind of pickpocket. They were kind of going back and forth a little bit, but last guy that gets caught is the guy.
I saw. So him and Lane Turner and Elliott Johnson. Elliott Johnson was pulling on Lane Turner's jersey whenever they were going back up the court.
Not letting him get
back.
back.
Basically pulling him and forcing him back there. Honestly, kind of surprised.
Not letting him get back. Is that a flagrant?
I was about to say, honestly, that could be what they're considering it being a flagrant.
I don't think. That is team foul number 5, though. But it's is that an offensive foul? It's in transition.
It's a transition foul.
Yeah,
so should be shooting.
Okay, I'm going to say it's going to be out of bounds.
Yep, looks like they're going to call it out of bounds. But yeah, he grabbed his. I mean, he had full pulling on his jersey. I mean, full arm length. I like this pick and roll.
Mac Mannion draws 3.
At that point, I want to see Mac just go strong.
Exactly.
Well, he saw 3 Catholic High Rockets coming to triple team, which means somebody's open.
Yep.
And again, he's a sophomore. That's a learning opportunity.
But lead with your body and try to get a little contact.
I probably would have peed myself and then regrouped.
Yeah.
And then probably would have traveled.
And he did the right idea, I think, with the pump fake. You just got to keep your feet still whenever you're doing that pump fake, though.
Yeah. I think he had the right thought. It just. And there is
that's another
Brody
one, 32.
Drawing the charge. That's his third on Robert Weary.
I'm telling you, it's going to be it's foul by committee for them, and they've leveled them out. I mean, everybody's kind of got a foul here, foul there. They spread them out.
They've done good on the Eagles. After they've cut this to 8, it stuck around at 8, which
it's stuck around. We need to cut it to 6 or 5. We've not been there yet. It's a new level we need to get to.
I like doing this kind of pick and roll. We're just looking for screens here. Kind of set up similar to what Catholic's done to get some good looks. I like it.
The clear out. Eagles come up with it. Jansky open for three. Harrison Lane. Oh, it's close. It was close.
Man, I thought might get a travel out of it before I got a foul.
And Connor, I'm gonna steal a Chris Lee line. Things are getting a little chippy down there, I think.
Just a tad.
Just a tad bit.
So we got to break through the 8. We haven't broke through the 8. I think we break through that.
Break through the 8.
Look
I
out.
like the catchphrase.
Break through the 8. We've had some good stops. How many more can we get without them scoring the ball? So.
It has been 35-27 for a while. Approaching 2 minutes left in the third. And we got an unforced error.
Got to make them pay.
Forced.
Yep.
Credit to the defense. The defense has been, for the Eagles in this third quarter, very much improved on the communication side.
Totally.
Definitely made some halftime adjustments, and they've been effective here in the third quarter. Sutterfield down to Turner.
Gonna count it.
Okay,
and one.
Well, he's calling it because the guy's grabbing him on the backside, and you can't do that. They just don't have an answer for Lane, so the thing is face guard hard. Hope they don't call a lot of, little chippy. I'm
gonna use a throwback for you guys. Kind of feels like maybe like the Jordan rules. Every screen, hit them with it. Be physical with them through all the screens, and make him like you want to get your points. You got to earn them through the contact.
The old Sam Smith novel back in the early '90s, the Jordan rules. Yeah.
Not only broke through the 8, but we cut it to 5, guys. Oh, that was a walk.
And talking about Turner, Lane Turner halfway to his point production from last game. 27.6 rebounds, 8 assists from Lane Turner against BB.
Yeah, it was a great performance for him. Like I said, his passing was really good in that one. And for Sutterfield in that position, good job rotating over to help. Just go straight up there. He kind of jumped out of control, I'll just say. I think he had
really think
one hand swatting and 1 foot in the air.
If he just would have went straight up, because the guy had already thought he's going to block my shot, so he put a little extra on it. I don't think he was going to make that.
I think it was a good foul. It sends Reese Simon to the line.
I think you're right.
All right, they got to pull.
That was a unique release, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, y'all didn't see the first one. I thought. Yeah, that's the thing. They've got Simon all over Lane Turner. And again, they're still letting them be pretty physical. Lead is 6. Blocked by Hayden Mack. He's 5'8".
Wow.
Not sure.
I mean, that was
on earth.
Credit to him for timing that as good as he did.
That was awkward. Sutterfield takes that rebound on the head of Harrison Lane.
Been just a couple awkward possessions as a whole in this game, really, in this third quarter.
The lead is still 6. Jansky for 3. Long.
He's not been on tonight. It's been long on every shot.
But, I mean, that's a great look. I mean, that's a great look that you will take every single time.
Just got to hit one here and there. That would have cut it to 3. That looked like a walk.
Great defense by Sutterfield. Jansky.
Got to be ready for a charge.
Turner. Turner pulls up.
Wow. How is that not a foul?
That's exactly what Pendle's asking.
How? And he just pushed him off. Wow. And if they score out of this.
Pandemonium.
Yeah.
And
they're going to call that.
He was holding.
He was holding. He was.
He was, but.
If you don't call this, Connor, you can't call that.
Yeah,
just move past it. We're down 6. It's fine. Down 6 in this position, I'm okay with that, especially being down 11.5. Is that right?
It was 30.
It was 10.
It was 10, yeah.
It was 10.
Well, it was 29-19 at halftime, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, the adjustment in this third quarter, the Eagles, and that's something I've seen over the last couple of games. Their third quarter play has gotten better and better. Because we remember at the start, we talked about how the third quarter was their weakness at the very start of the season. It's got better in the last couple of games.
It's going to be an interesting fourth quarter. Eagles down 6. Lowest the lead has been since, I want to say, the first quarter. No shot clock. Down to 12.
Still got to be communicating defensively on some of these screens.
Wide open, Hayden Mack. And hits.
He got a great look. Gotta go.
Turner just short. That's going to end the third. Eagles down 39-30. Connor, tell us about those sponsors.
Diamond Eagle sponsors: Centennial Bank, Santa Cecilia, and Eagle Granite Marble. Platinum Eagle sponsors: Collier Roofing, DNA Construction, HSA Engineering, who's a sponsor of today's game, Lane Family Dentistry, along with Linda Marie, Sims Electric, Vilonia Realty, Z&E Trucking. Gold Eagle sponsors: B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, Cypress Valley Meat Company, J.C. Thornton Company, sponsored by Daniel Hudgens. El Rancho, Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane, Lawrence Family Hardware, Money Electric, Ride Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration. Silver Eagle sponsors: Bill Jones Real Estate, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sweet House Donuts, Sue Shock Insurance, the Ivy, Vilonia Chiropractic, and Vilonia Family Pharmacy. Sponsor of today's game is HSA Engineering.
All right, so after three, we closed the gap by 1 point. It was 29-19. Now it's 39-30. Lane Turner with 15 points.
And we had just talked about how good the communication had improved. And then you have that 3-point where they're running the screens. Lack of communication gives them a clean look. And they got it down to 6. And then that 3-point shot. Now you're only make a 1-point improvement from halftime. So, I mean, that was just a killer to end the third quarter.
Yep. So, Sam, what's the keys to winning the fourth quarter? Got to put everything together here.
Yeah. Got to execute. Got to keep them from executing. I mean, we got to be tough and just kind of like, we cut it down to 5 there, guys. Then we kind of lost our focus, I think. And
again, it just felt like
they get a 3 because we're not, communicating like you said.
It felt like, with it being a 6-point game, you're like, all right, 6-point game entering the fourth quarter. Then they hit that 3, and you're like, man, it went back up to 9. Are you kidding me? After all that hard work to cut back into it.
Mack again.
And make it 12, just like that,
Hit 2 in a row, makes it a 12-point lead, 42-30. Mack with 8 points now.
That's the difference it can be with just a couple of shots, because we were just talking about getting back in this game, making it a 6-point game. Good tip in for Lane Turner there.
Lane Turner gets his own rebound. He's got 17.
And you wonder if Pennell maybe starts to apply a little bit more pressure here defensively in this final 7:20.
I don't know. We talked about this in pregame. It still applies now. The Eagles have got to find some other scorers besides Lane Turner. He's got 17 of the 32 points. We're going to call a travel on Thursby, who's got 15 of their 42 points.
Yeah, and this is where, again, you got a chance to get it back down to single digits. You got to capitalize on these possessions, because if we expect from Catholic, we've seen their sets, they use up a lot of that shot clock. You don't know how many more possessions you're going to get offensively in this fourth quarter if they run their sets and use a lot of the shot clock and get clean looks. So if you're the Eagles, you've got to capitalize every possession pretty much from here on out if you're me.
Keller for 3. He connects.
Big time 3-point shot there from Keller going inside out. There we go, got it back down to 7. Still got to be ready, pick and roll defense.
Mack. They're going to call a charge on Hayden Mack.
And good awareness by Keller there, sensing he was going to be ready to drive, taking the charge. Big there, and 4 fouls now on Mack.
Keller had the first 4 points of the ball game, kind of went to sleep. Now he's awoken with a 3 and a charge.
Well, and he can drive, and things can happen off penetration. That's what we need to do.
Turner, nice no call.
I was about to say, I was really surprised after down there. I was fully expecting a charge call there.
That was a big time flop is what that was. There's no way he had that much motion.
Still a 7-point ball game. Griffin Davis against Sutterfield.
Good defense.
Sutterfield working hard down in the paint.
And see, that's what they did there by bringing Davis up and making Sutterfield clear. Gave him an opportunity to go baseline with no one there to help on that side of the floor for the Eagles.
Watkins just his second. First team foul here in the fourth, just under 6 minutes to play. 7-point lead for the Rockets. Nobody covers Mack. And an offensive rebound by Thursby.
That's got to be 3 seconds in the lane. Never mind. Okay. I'd say Davis and Watkins were down there fighting for a good bit for position. Felt like way more than 3 seconds to me.
Watkins picks up his third foul. First 35 for the Rockets. Griffin Davis. I see what you're talking about now.
Yep.
3 is good by Thursby. That's 18 for him. Lead is back to 10.
And he's one of the ones we highlighted in the pregame that was there from last year. Had a good game tonight for him on the road here.
Mannion from the corner. Long. Rebounded by Campbell Lewis. Rockets with the ball and a 10-point lead as we approach 5 minutes left in the ball game.
And you got to be ready to help pick and roll defense here again. And no one rotated defensively.
Nice ball movement, and Thursby hits again. Give him 21. And timeout called by Coach Pennell. We'll take a timeout as well. Rockets crowd is lighting up. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Brian Lane. Lane Family Dentistry has been serving the dental needs of Vilonia for over 18 years. I live in the community, my kids go to school here in the district, and my family also attends church in Vilonia. This is my home. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide many services such as Botox, dermal fillers, aligners to straighten teeth, implants, tooth whitening, and smile makeovers. We also treat sleep apnea. Call Lane Family Dentistry. We are a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles. Go Eagles!
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
And we are back after the full timeout by Coach Pennell. Find themselves, the Eagles down 13, 4:45 left in the ball game. 5A Central conference action.
You want any chance to get back into it. Again, like I said honestly at the start of the fourth quarter, got to execute every possession from here on out.
Keller with the turnover, taken away by the Rockets. Valance back in the game for the Eagles. Double team quickly on Mack, and a quick foul called. That's going to be the third team foul. Now we're not even quite to the 4-minute mark. Bonus free throws, not where you want to be, down 13.
Definitely not. But we're going to have Hollis check into the game here. See if he can maybe give the Eagles a chance. If they want any chance, it's got to be stops here. Again, we know what to expect. There's got to be better rotations defensively.
He was out. Here's the thing. Against Lakeside, we shoot lights out.
Right.
We know we've got shooters. At what point do you just start firing it up? I mean,
yeah.
We're down 13. You know you've got shooters. You've got to do something different.
I mean, you look at them up. If you look at the offensive strategies in that game to like what it's been the last couple of weeks, I mean, it's not the same. It's not even close to the same, really.
No.
I mean, it's just been three-point looks in that. You look at that first game, great three-point looks, letting it fly no matter what. Everyone was with confidence. And now it's the last couple of weeks, it's turned into basically Lane Turner and maybe someone getting a three every now and then.
Right.
Take it.
You've got to have others involved. I mean, somebody's got to hit a shot.
Keller from the free throw gets the foul and the shot. Cade Keller with 9 points.
Nice job on the pump fake there.
You know, think about this. We're down maybe 10 after this, but Brody hasn't hit any threes. Mack has been he's not shot the ball well tonight. I mean, you got to have those guys step up too and hit some big time shots.
Max hit a three.
You're going to see the Eagles right now, I mean, if they want any chance, this pressure's got to work for them.
10-point lead.
And he traveled.
Yep. And I missed that. He has had one, but I mean, you got to have those guys. Got to have multiple threes. They can't have one apiece or 1 and 0 or. Those guys have got to be able to hit shots too.
I mean, Max, the third highest scorer on the night.
I will say it's kind of like the way I think of it like that is with role players in the NBA. You're not going to get a lot of shots per game.
Yeah.
But when you get the opportunity,
got to take it.
Got to take them.
And it's been a lot of this. It's been a lot of this getting in the perimeter and just swapping the ball around.
Right.
Working all around the perimeter. No one's looking to shoot the ball. Like, we're down 10. Let's fire them up. Granted, I make $0 as a coach and as an announcer.
Yeah.
So take that with the 2 cents or the 0 cents that it's worth.
And Hollis and Griffin Davis kind of were going out there before the play got started. I tell you what, Griffin Davis, bit of a physical player down there in the paint for Little Rock Catholic. I tell you what, Connor, if it was me back in my heyday, I had a matchup with Griffin Davis, would have been a matchup.
Would not have been pretty. Somebody would have came out.
I have no idea what you're talking
A
about,
different
Connor.
person.
I would have been the perfect angel out there on the court, okay? I would have been the perfect angel.
I'd like to see you suit up right now, Austin. Let's go. We need somebody down there that just wants to bang around in the paint.
It looks like we're having some camera issues right now, so we're going to try to kind of do this like radio play-by-play.
All right, so Catholic Rockets with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Thursby drives over, kicks up to Mack from the top of the key, and hits what could be a dagger. 51 to 38, 2:45 left. Eagles back down on the perimeter. Hollis to Valance at the top of the key. Keller right side holds. Lane Turner is getting held by Will Brown and somehow disputes that. I think we got our video back. I'll jump out of the 1920s radio broadcast voice.
Again, I tell you, me and Connor were messing around. There was like a black and white feature. I was like, if we wanted to go old school 1920s radio, we have the possibility.
Hollis goes up strong and draws the foul. Running out of time here. 2:29 left in the game, down 13 points. Hayden Mack has made them pay several times from beyond the arc. He's got 11 points.
Yeah, but I mean, we talked about a bit. Credit to Catholic's offense. Again, that's why we always mention whenever there's a matchup, we're like, well, Catholic's facing them. I'm like, they could beat them. It could either be, it will be a close game no matter what. Or they could beat any team when they connect from three like they are and when they run their sets as well as they do.
They're kind of like in the old football, the old double wing tee. You can play with anybody, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Well, if you get 3 yards every time, you're going to get first downs.
You know, I went back and watched the game from last year. You said that exact same thing last year when we played Catholic too.
Wow. Well, at least I'm consistent.
Look at the clock. Look at the clock up there. It says 25 seconds.
That's a
10-second violation.
Yep. I guess they got it in before it, I guess.
It's 25.1.
Oh, look.
Oh, now it's back up to 26.
They just moved it to 26.
Wow.
What is this shenanigans?
I got no idea. Connor, what do you think? Can we go to break or you want to stay here?
See our sponsor of the game, HS Engineering.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
Tim Nolan, the owner of DNA Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. DNA Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call DNA Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and DNA Construction, a winning team.
And we are back. 2:18 left in the ballgame. 12-point lead for the Catholic High Rockets from the Eagles Nest. 5A Central Conference action.
I mean, doesn't get any simpler than this. Eagles got to create turnovers here.
Eagles have got to get the ball, and they've got to hit shots. Down 12, and the Rockets are going to play stall ball.
And I don't blame them. They
Shot
can still run their sets really well, even while playing
Shot
stall
clock
ball.
already down to 10.
Don't foul now.
Lewis all the way down. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Foul called.
Yeah. And see, again, my worst kind of foul there. 2 seconds on the shot clock. He's going in full speed, out of control, tossing it up.
Yeah. And
then he gets fouled. Just let it go there. He was out of control, thinking 2 seconds. I got to get a shot up, and said going to get a chance at the free throw line.
Lewis hits the first, makes it a 13-point game. Jansky checks back in for Sawyer Valance. Harrison Lane, Lane Turner, Cade Keller, Jackson Hollis. Rounds out the 5 currently out there for the Eagles. Eagles are 1-0 in conference. Sylvan Hills their only other game. Trying to go 2-0. 13-point lead. Minute 46. Trap in the corner. Keller nowhere to go. Finds Hollis. Hollis goes up strong. Short. Gets his own rebound and scores.
You gotta put a press on.
Got to force some turnovers. Got to force them to speed up.
Rockets cross the timeline. 25 seconds on the shot clock. They can run it under a minute here.
And honestly, you look at this point, why not send someone else to come trap there? Make them try to get rid of the ball quicker there. I know the help defense really hasn't been the best or rotating, but you got to do something because they're just holding the basketball out here.
I think at that point you let it get down to nothing.
That's exactly how Penn he put his hand on his head like just let that go. Just let it go.
Your goal at this point probably in Pendle's thinking is get it under 10 in case for tiebreakers.
Right.
I mean, you're probably not going to win this game, but if you get it under 10, that could help you in a tiebreaker situation. So
that's 4 on Harrison Lane.
It's going to be
Thursby
tough.
Hits the free throw. Back to 12. Thursby has 22 points on the night. Make it 23.
And you got to go quick here. Got to go quick.
Keller drives, finds Jansky in the corner. Short. Harrison Lane gets the rebound. Taken away by the Rockets. Fast break by the Rockets, good. Thursby now with 25 points.
That was really good basketball there. I mean, there ain't nothing else to say there. That was just good basketball.
Hey, got to give it to the Rockets. They came in tonight, had a great game plan, great offense to go against this Eagle defense. Eagle defense couldn't quite figure out how to counter.
And we talk about how good the offense is. Let's give them credit. They got a lot of wide open looks. You still got to hit the wide open looks,
Yeah,
and they have.
Yeah, Hayden Mack with 11 points. Thursby with 25. Hollis for 3. Lewis with the rebound.
And looks like Pennell's going to tell him kind of back off. Let these final 20 seconds go down there.
Eagles are going to lose by 15 to the Catholic High Rockets from the Eagles' Nest. Garners a standing ovation from the Catholic High fan base. And Eagles will move to, what is that, 8-8?
Yeah, I think so. And
1-1 in conference.
And rightfully so, Catholic deserves a standing ovation. They played a heck of a ball game tonight.
And they're 2-1 in conference.
Exactly, 2-1, playing their brand of basketball. We talked about how wide open that 3-4 seeds could be in the 5A Central here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked.
If they executed like that every night, they're going to beat a lot of teams.
Exactly.
They executed, we didn't execute. So that's what it boils down to.
And there's a lot. I mean, the main key to me, obviously, there's many things we could talk about. The main key to me is just communicating out there on the defensive end. There was just so many times where better communication would lead to help defense down in the block or getting out on a three-point shooter instead of giving a wide open look. That's my whole takeaway, Sam. It's something very simple that the Eagles can fix. It's very simple.
You can play better defense, but when it comes to on the offensive side of the ball,
side,
you can't. Everything can't be. I mean, you want to go through the lane. He's got to get touches, but other people is going to have to produce.
All right, weather pending. We'll play Little Rock Christian on Friday night. We'll try to put out there, keep everyone updated on that. If that game doesn't happen, next game will be next Tuesday from the Eagles Nest against BB. It will be Pee Wee night. It will be a raucous crowd.
Come on out.
Come out and join us on Tuesday night. That's going to do it here tonight for Chad Hearn, Austin Wader, Sam Jansky, Connor Hudgens, and Andrew Hearn. Good night, everyone.